to this NBA Cup game with a bit more riding. This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Vucevic. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. And he overshot that one, missing. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Tatum's shot is off. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Good on the bucket.
And hard to throw Banchero off his game. That could have been a foul as well.
The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
It's good from long range.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Inside, here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
The great. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance NP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Pass to Shireman. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Gordon's checked in for the Celtics. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And it's Vucevic missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Now here's Tatum.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
Will it go? Boston again missing. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Wizards. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Guys, back over to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allen.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. And the Celtics also making a change. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Pritchard. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Vucevic. Makes it off the glass. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
A 3-ball. Good. Another from 3.
And defenses around the NBA have to deal with this three-point marksmanship. And he's already proven in his rookie campaign there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It has been a lot of fun, hasn't it, to watch him expand it. And again for 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs keep raining down, he's just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
The three-point prowess is evident. Such a huge addition to this team.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the basket by the great.
And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Carter against Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Vucevic a screen on Carter. And here's Tatum for 3. From deep three-point territory. We're at the end of the first quarter. And what a blowout already in this one. Orlando out in front, opening up a huge gap. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown down low. He's defended by Wagner. And it's Brown missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And this Magic team, Gray, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Brown outside. They set the pick. To the inside. And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got his first basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Shireman. Tatum with it. Last game we saw him score 32. Launches it. And it's Orlando with the rebound. The Greats got double-digit rebounds now in the game. This connects again from distance.
Well, with the way he's hit shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now second all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie campaign. He has been impressive.
And some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA are on this list. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. From deep, and the Magic another 3.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. To stop the run, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Pass to the Great. Takes a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Orlando with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
A look here now at the Magic. They're making an early statement. We're the team to beat. I know the season's a marathon, but at this point, I don't know how you pick against them.
Agreed. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Orlando Magic.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching big fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
Two.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Certainly something to watch. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. Black is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's the great in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Shireman. He has yet to score. Here's Brown. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Pass to the great, to the middle. Here's Banchero. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you guys.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Payne for 3. Hands it from downtown. Payne's got 7 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Vucevic setting the pitch for Brown. Shoots it with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the 2-man game.
And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of the group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's Brown missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Banchero, that's good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Brown. Back to Vucevic.
Vooch doesn't get to the line as much as you would expect, but he does shoot a good number from there.
Clearly a foul.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders that do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifled their opponent's three-point shooting.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Boston. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Pritchard. Down low. It's picked off. Carter on the wing. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Brown outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Jason Tatum. Good, another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. To the paint. And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Boston. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Inside, Queta lays it up off the glass. Queta's got 7.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Here's the great, and again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Boston's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Brown with the bucket.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Here's the great. And another one.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
And so it's Orlando, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
Boston making a switch here. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. On the court for the Celtics, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the 2 spot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the basket by the great.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Brown deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot to the inside. Here's Vucevic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Floats one. Here's the great. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brown. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive.
And again.
I can't believe I'm saying this. He's now second in 60-point games all time.
Tapping into his full arsenal. Night in and night out. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the great.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
From downtown, the shot's good. Brown making the play.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And his performance today, guys, is really, I think, a beauty, a triple-double for him today.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Some things never get old. Watching someone score 70 is one of them. What are you seeing differently on a night like this versus a night you score 20?
It might sound cliche, but you start with what the defense gives you and you work from there. If the defense keeps letting me get to my spot, I'm going to keep scoring until they figure it out, how to stop it. Then I'm going to let my guys cook. Tonight it was my turn.
It certainly was, MP. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce in the